What is up, WA Squad? In today's video, we're going to cover a couple of different ways that you can make coins during Most Feared. Now, we just had Most Feared come out on Friday, but if you didn't know, Most Feared is a part 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're getting 4 different parts. We've only had part 1 so far, and assuming parts 2, 3, and 4 are pretty similar to part 1, where we get the 292s and the LTD and all that stuff, these methods are going to work throughout. Now, my predictions for Most Feared, this is just kind of a guess. I don't know this for sure, but we got 292s for part 1 that were not LTDs. I think we're going to get another 292s for part 2, and then I think we're going to get some sort of boss 93 overall that you can put those 92s into and then get that in their power up and get some of the ones back. Now, I don't know that for sure, but that's kind of what we had in Madden 20. We had the 392s in that one. You could put them in and get the 93. So it's a little bit different than that, but I think we're going to be getting something similar. Maybe we get 3 of the 92s back as now. I don't know. Again, that's just a guess, but this coin method really isn't going to revolve around that guess of mine being accurate. It's more about just getting the more 92s, which we know. We got the scary sharp. We're going to get scary fast, scary strong, and scary something else. I don't know. Boys, if you're looking to add that brand new shiny player to your team in Madden, don't gamble with packs. Hit up Red Zone Coins for cheap, fast, reliable coins to help build your team. Use code WAS to get 20% off your order. Alright, so really quickly about the sponsor, guys, and y'all aren't going to want to skip this, trust me. So we are not sponsored by Red Zone Coins, and if you go to their store and use code WAS, you can get 20% off, all that good stuff. One thing that's really excited me about this sponsorship is they are going to give me codes periodically. They gave me 10 for this week. This is my first week starting up with them, so I'm very excited about that. I'm going to be able to give away a free 100,000 coins, or 100,000 coins for very, very, very cheap. We're going to do a free 100,000 coins in this video. I'm going to put the code up on the screen right now, and it's going to be first come, first serve on this. I won't always do first come, first serve, because I know some of y'all, you can't always watch the video right away, and I appreciate the Noti Gang, and some of them will be for the Noti Gang guys, the first guys that watch the videos. I'll put a quick clip up on the screen so you can see how to go and put that code into the site. If you are the first one to get it, go and do that really quickly. But I'll do giveaways as well, so like I'll have people enter in like what I do with the card that I buy with points. So the winners aren't just always going to be people who watch my videos the fastest. It's going to be those who watch like in the first hour or two, and I'll select a winner, just like I said, like I'm going to do with the points cards. But I am very, very excited to be partnered with Red Zone Coins. They're great people over there. Also, before we get into the video, I just want to give a big thanks to everyone who has subscribed and supported my channel over the past year or so. We just hit 2,000 subscribers. I am very, very excited. That is a huge milestone for me, and I'm super pumped about that. So thank y'all all so much for subscribing and watching me for whatever reason. I don't know why y'all enjoy it, but I'm glad that y'all do. I hope to keep making content for y'all through Madden 21 and into the future. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are the MVPs. All right, so how can you make coins off of Most Feared? Now, really quickly, this is not the method. I do want to mention this for anybody that just doesn't know about it already. The gap method. You're going to want to do the gap method. That is just ripping the get a player pack for the 500 coins, and I'll show you why you want to do that specifically right now. So get a player method, just ripping the packs. You're gonna get mostly silvers, a couple of power ups, some low golds, all that stuff. So what you're gonna do over here is over in the sets, you want to come over to Most Feared, and again, I'm assuming that parts 2, 3, and 4 are going to be very similar to part 1. I'm fairly certain they will be, but if you go into the scary sharp set here, of course you have the 92s overall, 95 and all that stuff. Down here is where you're really looking at right now. So for the gap method, what you go in and you do is over at the regular exchange set, you can exchange up all the way to the low golds overall and then up to the high golds overall, and then right here in the scary sharp you can put 8 75 to 79 overall players to get a random 79 to 83 scary sharp player. So the gap method will be profitable throughout Most Feared regardless of when you do it. It's pretty much always profitable. It's just trying to figure out which set is the best at that time to put your stuff into. This is a very good one because you get the 79 to 83, and then you can throw that into this 85 to 87 exchange set, and then up to the 90 overall if you want to do that as well, and you can sell those cards, and you're going to be able to build them for pretty cheap and sell them for a profit for sure. The only problem with the gap method, whenever I mention it, I always want to say this, is it just takes a long time. Just going and opening all those 500 coin packs, it does take a long time. So it's not the most efficient, but if you're sitting there and not really doing anything, you're just watching Netflix, this is a great method to do. Just crank it out over time, and you don't have to do this during Most Feared. You can go and do it with the superstars and all that. It's always a great method. But I want to talk about something specifically that you need to do as soon as the cards drop. This is what you want to do ASAP. And what we're going to be doing is working the market to build these 92 overall. So we got Troy Polamalu and Russell Wilson. So I think we're going to be getting 6 more 92s. Again, that's just kind of what I'm guessing. I don't know that for sure, but I think we're going to be getting 6 more. We'll probably be getting 1 92 current player, 1 92 past player, and we're going to be able to build those. So what you want to do is snipe these cards or build them through the gap method if you want to do it that way, and put them into this set. So when you do this set, the most important part of this set is you obviously get the 92 overall Troy Polamalu, and then you get his power up back. Now, this was very, very profitable to build yesterday and maybe early this morning on Saturday when everything first came out, but it's not really profitable to do anymore right now. So looking at all these cards, Thielen right now is about 152,000, Levante David is about 170,000, and 87 the lowest is about 55, 85 is about 25,000. That's about 400,000 coins right now that you would spend, assuming you're not sniping at all, to complete this set. And then Troy's power up, it sells for about 28,000 right now, and his 92 overall sells for about 300, I think 25, I can't read my handwriting, mining, but 325,000, which is about 350,000 if you were to sell everything that you got out of here. So obviously after tax, you're losing about 80,000 coins. It is important to note that you will get these 290s back as nap, but they only quick sell for a quarter of their amount of treats. So I think the two of them, when you quick sell them together, you only get 750 candy back. If you were to pull them out of a pack, as they're not nat cards, they quick sell for 1,500 candy or treats, whatever the hell they're called. So that's a lot better, but just know that you're not getting the full, it's not even half, it's a quarter of the amount of treats that you get back from quick selling these cards. So make sure, it's a decent little bit, but that you're still going to be losing on this. It's not a method that you can do right now. It's not going to work. What is going to work is when we get more 92s, especially if we get scary fast. And I know that we're going to be getting a Henry Ruggs. A lot of people thought we were going to be getting Tyreek Hill. They already teased Henry Ruggs. We know that we're getting him, so I don't know if we would get Ruggs and Tyreek Hill. I would be kind of surprised, honestly, if we got both. So I'm thinking Ruggs is who we're going to get. But my whole point there was that whoever we get the 92 overall for the Scary Fast is going to be a very, very popular player, and therefore very expensive. But also what you want to take into account here is their power-up. Now, we've had Russell Wilson's power-up in the game since, the beginning of the game, so his power-up is not going for a lot. Russell Wilson and Troy, their 92s, I think they're going for about the same amount, but Troy's power-up, the only way that you can get it, I don't think you can get it from packs, is just by completing this set. That's why his power-up is going for about 28,000 right now, and yesterday it was going for like 60,000. So what you want to do is you want to complete this ASAP while the prices are all high. All the prices that I lifted off in the 90s, 92s, and the 85s, those are all going to be a little bit higher when everything first comes out, so just keep that in mind. But the most important thing is that the power-up for whatever the player is, not the current player. The current player will most likely already have a power-up in the game. So go and check prices of everything before you go and complete. If you're doing it for coins, go and check the price of everything before you go and complete one of these 92 overall sets. If we get like a Ray Lewis or an Ed Reed or a Megatron or a Randy Moss, something like that, someone who doesn't have a power-up in the game already, that power-up will be going for over 100,000 coins easy. Troy P, he's a pretty good card. He's a little short, so he's not the most popular. We have a lot of good strong safeties right now. If we get like a Randy Moss or a Calvin Johnson at wide receiver, that will be a game-breaking wide receiver, and you can bet that power-up will be going for an insane amount. So you're going to want to complete that ASAP with this method. And again, the method is basically just doing the gap method to exchange your way up to get that 85 and 87. I assume their prices will be going up if we get a really sought after 92, and the expensive ones are going to be the 90s that you have to throw into those sets. But if you just go sniping, you go on the auction house, you put on the most feared 90 filter, you just sit on there, newest, go through. I know a lot of y'all know how to snipe. If you don't, go check out my basic sniping tutorial, but do that. You'll find some good snipes. Those are going to be by far the most expensive ones, but it's going to be very, very, very profitable at the beginning there, because you can sell the 92 overall, who will be going for a good amount, 350,000 plus, probably 400,000 plus that first day, and then their power up, which will be 100,000. But this stands to make you a lot of coins legitimately. Unfortunately, EA is being very smart. They screwed up before this, and people were ripping the reroll. That's not really a method anymore. You might get lucky and pull the LTD, but they fixed it to 450 treats now. But what you can always take advantage of, the EA can't really fix, is people overreacting to the market and just selling things for way, way more than they're worth. And that's when you take advantage. You can build the things for a lot cheaper and take advantage of all those people that are buying stuff for way too expensive. And that's what we're doing here. But I hope you are able to take advantage of them when they do come out, because you can definitely make a lot of coins. Congratulations to whoever won the 100,000 coin giveaway from Red Zone Coins in this video. Like I said, we're going to be doing more of those throughout the week. They gave me a lot of promo codes for this week, and we'll be doing them periodically throughout the year as they get more codes. So thank y'all all so much for tuning in. Y'all are the MVPs, and I'll see y'all in the next one.